Alright guys, today we're going to be serving a player from team number 5. Nope. He is the one and only. It's tricky. Hopefully that's right. It's tricky. There it goes. There's a little bit of delay between when I'm seeing on the stream and like on YouTube and when I'm seeing it here on my actual computer. That's okay. So I think it'll all line up at the end. If not, I'll just delete it and figure out what happened. So I can fix it. But anyways. Alright, so we're observing an aggressive bot. He seems to be the only player in this team. He's got 1 kill under his belt. And I am quite intrigued. Is this a real player? Is this an actual bot? He's running and jumping like a human. Previously I used to play mobile before, and in mobile, they don't jump. Or they didn't. I know they changed something in PUBG Mobile as well. Interesting. This guy just... He's Team 5, so usually when I see Team 5, it's... in casual mode, that's usually a bot. But in this case, again, he's acting very much like a real player. Even drives. We know that PC bots don't drive. You know. I heard that there is a AI initiative to make bots drive. I just didn't think it was here already. Yeah, that's cool. Just intrigued. Like, if this guy's a real player, like, this is legit. Like, even if it were just about, oh, look at that hair car. Yeah, no, yours doesn't fly, dude. Sorry, you're not a wizard. That explains why he didn't get this letter at 11. Sad. But yeah, no. If this guy is not a real player, it's still interesting to observe. There's some things that we can definitely emulate. It is a very aggressive player, which is good. You know, you don't want to be passive, because the passive ones are ultimately going to get smoked. Oh my goodness. So that's my team. My team just passed. Look at that. He runs to hot cover. That's pretty good. Just want to point out that he runs to hot cover. Definitely a Bushka tactic. You know, he's not going to engage from the open if he doesn't have to. Okay, he sees us. This makes you wonder if it's a hacker or not, because I mean, a hacker would have totally nailed me right there. Like, I've seen hackers, like, in half a second, they take me out of my moving car. So, you know, just because he didn't take me out doesn't necessarily mean he's not a cheater. But there's a lot of other little things that just make him look like either a super bot or somebody who's legit. Now, I have seen some real players be really, really good. I mean, just look at Choco Taco, right? He's like a legend. Look at the Wacky Jackie. Look at my cousin. I have a cousin that plays. He was Destroyer. That was his username in PUBG Mobile. And he was just a beast. One time I even told him, look, I think your phone is rigged. Come on, play with my phone, see if you can do the same things. And he did. And he absolutely rocked it. And I thought, man, this guy, like, what the heck? So there are some people that are really that good. And combined with a little bit of luck, and lots of good things can happen for them. Look at that. This bot does what the Bushka does a lot. He'll pick like a nice little hill. That way he can snipe people away, but also duck into cover if he needs. Look at this scanning. He's using sound and sight. Just look at that. That's pretty good. He's third-party peeking. He will back out. He knows that he might get peeked back. He gets hit from a different angle. Look at that. He just simply goes to the other side of the hill to take cover from whoever it is that was hitting him. And once again. Gets hit. That's one of the nice things about the Bolt action rifle, because essentially one hit can get you. Wait a minute, that was me shooting at him? Well, that was the guy I was shooting at? But see, if I would have had an actual rifle, I might have knocked him. Maybe. But, I don't know, there's a lot of great things about like the Mini 14, the MK12. Those are great consoles. Ultimately, it's what works best for you, you know? I see Wishka use pretty much any gun. And I really like his use of the bolt action. Yeah, my teammate just got thirsted. Oh, goodness. Something he did there that was kind of cool is, see how he got in the car? Like, I almost ran him over. If he would have stayed outside the car, he would have gotten run over either by me or by his own car. So that was good. Look at that. He's expecting something. I'm intrigued as to why he's not taking cover. Oh, has somebody behind him. He hears him. If this guy's a cheater, he's a really dark good cheater, because he knows how to use like game logistics to make it, you know, legit. Like a real player that's really good would have heard the sound and of course reacted. It's not like, this is a very subtle thing that when I think somebody's cheating, because for no reason whatsoever, they'll stare into the wall, they'll look out the window, and boom, there's a real player or something. Again, cheaters will do that. They'll just seem to know where players are, and they don't need sound or sight, they just know. And this guy... Ooh, get out of the open. He's wide open. He's surrounded, and he makes a strategic move. That's pretty good. He thought quick there. You know, suppressed fire really quick in case the other guy shot at him, but immediately got in his car and went for another place. Okay, the closer it gets to the end game, I'll be talking a little bit less, because, you know, it gets pretty intense. That was me shooting at him. Should have shot his car. Excuse me. Yeah, so I had a few encounters with him. I kept fighting him for some reason. That's funny. So that's where he went. I was wondering where he went. Scanning for me. Anyway, once it gets closer to the end, I'll do less talking because sound is even more critical. Sound is always important, but when you're in the end game, when you're so close to each other, I mean, sound's gonna be so crucial. Exciting sound, so. 6 people alive. I am very curious as to why he didn't push this knock. He pushed the last one, but he didn't push this one. Okay, let me back it up there a little bit because I want to know why he didn't push this knock. Last time he pushed the one that was teammates. He pushed it. But in this one, my teammate is not alone, and I'm just wondering, does he know that beforehand? Okay, let's check it again. Okay, the sound of the gunshots catches his attention towards that side. That would have caught my attention. Let me back it up just a little more. Let me just double check here. I apologize if this gets a little bit repetitive. This is just like I want to see. Like, how does he know? So obviously the sounds of the gunshots are attracting his attention. He knocks him. Now, previously, he had pushed the knock. Why didn't he push this one? He was very quick to push the knock that was by itself. But in this one, he was more cautious about it. That part, it's definitely a little red flag. Not a major red flag, but it could just be he didn't feel like pushing it. He could be cautious. It does definitely catch my attention. Like, no, seriously, like, what made him push the last knock that was by itself? And what made him not want to push this knock, which... How did he know that the other player wasn't by himself? Now, some of you may say, hey, he saw the car. Yeah, no, fair enough. So he did see the car and just deducted that Look at that. He switched seats and shot. Now, how did he find me right there? I think the pink smoke could be, you know, pink smoke catches its attention. This guy's behind him. So, again, if he's a cheater, he's mastered the, I guess, skill of cheating really, really good. Because every time he finds somebody, like, I see a reason for it. Now, a lot of the times with cheaters, what will happen is, he's like, there's no reason why he turns a certain way or something. He's got better cover than I do, for sure. And then, of course, the circle is going to give him the advantage, too. Okay. Let me back it up just a little bit. I want to watch a little bit of that fight again. So let's do a little analysis this time, if you know. So let's go back to the part where he took out the teammates. And I guess I can give my opinion here of why I don't think he was cheating. Now, this is interesting here. As I mentioned before, this was a red flag because he didn't push my knocked teammate like he pushed my other one. My other one that was by itself, he didn't push him, but here... No, the one that was by himself, he did push. But here, he didn't push. It could be because he sees a car, and just a cautious player, be like, hey, many people there. So, potentially speaking. And that's what I'm saying about this guy. Whatever he does, there could potentially be a reason. Now, with cheaters, it's very subtle because sometimes cheaters are cheating and people will be like, oh no, he's just really, really good.
Oh my gosh, you don't like the fact that you lost. He is so good. Of course he can see through the walls. He's like Superman.
Yeah, no, for sure. Come on, it takes a really skilled player to be able to find out when somebody's cheating. And I'm not the best, but I've done this long enough to be able to spot the very little subtleties. This guy just, that's the only red flag I found. Alright, let's see. Yeah, his car drove away. Interesting to me right here. See, he's not just passively waiting, he makes an offensive approach here. He's about to get grinned. Now that is another... Hold on. Wait a minute. Why did he push there? Is a question I have. Okay, let's slow it down just a little bit. Okay, so he's blocking their view, which is good, because then that paves the way for him to be able to approach them and, you know, beat them in their own side of the field. Here, it's interesting. You can see from our end, we can see that there's going to be a grin coming this way, but does he know that? Of course, if he got hacking material, he'd be able to see the little grin by the number 2, right? So that's what I'm wondering. There are little things he does that... I guess this could be like the second minor red flag I see. Because, again, there's just... How does he know there's a grin coming? But is that why he moved? Or did he move because he had previously planned to move and use the smoke as cover? Again, beat him in the wrong ground, right? So it's a minor red flag, but, you know, it's still not a definitive thing. Like, when I say somebody's a cheater, it's because there's, like, something crazy that happens that, like, no way, right? Like, somebody, one time I was driving, like, 1,000 meters away. Headshotted me while I was in a movie car, and like that, yeah, that's bold, you know. Of course, those is, you know, definite, you know, instances of cheating. But of course, there's those people that are gonna say,
Oh my gosh, you just do not like the fact that you lost. Anybody can think that
no, they really can't. He hears the footsteps, so he reacts. There's the friend. Yep. Using cover, probably peeking. Thirst really quickly before somebody gets a chance for a revive. Now, hold on. Let me go back there a little bit. I want to know why he went in that particular direction. Okay, let me slow down here a little bit because I'm very curious, guys. I really like how he kind of like moved back and forth, leaned one side to the other. Looks like the other guy was using an MK12 to spray him. So, in fairness, I can see why he won the firefight here. You just, when you're gonna, you know, snipe somebody who's right in front of you, it'll be hard. He did take him out fast, but again, you're gonna spray somebody with a sniper? This guy could be potentially really fast. What I'm trying to figure out right now is also, why does he go to the left? Okay, so he could potentially go straight up. We're looking at this here. I'm trying to figure out why he chooses to go in my direction. At first I thought it was because the car is there, but I mean, that's not his car, but it doesn't matter if he wants it, I guess. You know, in this particular case, he can take it. Let's go back here. Alright, let's check it out. Now let's speed it up a little bit. Wait, not yet though. Okay. Like, tell me, dude, why do you go the other way? I think I hear the zone coming from the rightish side. That would definitely push him towards the left. No, for sure. And there's HUD cover right there. He sees the pink smoke. That definitely catches attention. Okay, so that's what I mean. If this guy is cheating, which I don't think so, but it just, I don't think so, because every time there's like a reason why he does it. Even when I'll slow things down, like, I can see that. Now, unfortunately, with people that are cheating, it's very subtle, and a lot of times there's no reason. Sometimes these cheaters will do like these fake scans. They're gonna look really quickly around the map and pretend like they're actually scanning. And I'm like, that's bullcrap. You know, you look at players like Choco Taco, Wacky Jackie, they're really good at scanning, and you can tell those are legit. They're just very subtle little telltale signs, but this guy, again. Looks like I've gone over 20 minutes. I really don't like to go over 20 minutes if possible. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Even for my live matches. Now, my live matches, if I ever do one from beginning to end, it'll be around 20-25 minutes, but okay, just gonna speed it up because I'm gonna wrap it up. This video is already longer than I try to keep it with. You know, can't talk today apparently. It's too long than longer than I usually make them. Anyways, if I had to make an assessment of the situation here, I would say he's not cheating. There are some red flags, definitely. Again, I realize that there are a lot of cheaters, but there are certain definitives that you look, and even then, there can always be like some shadow of a doubt. But everything that this guy does could have an explanation. You know, I may be wrong. I don't think he's cheating, but there's certainly things that I like to learn from his gameplay and that I like to implement, like the switching seats from the car when it's moving. You know, I know Wacky Jackie does that, which is pretty cool because he, you know, quickly switch seats and then shoot at the people behind him, and they're like, "Wait, what the heck?" And then he'll just switch back to driving seat or whatever. I like how he quickly switches angles and things like that. Pushing the knock, using the car to potentially observe if there's other lives, although, again, that is kind of a little red flag for me, but overall, oh my gosh, this is 26 minutes already. Way too long. Usually I aim for 10 minutes. Full matches. So, observe. Hey, tell me in the comments. You think he's a cheater? He's not. And maybe we can have another little look. But alright, guys, stay safe in the battlefields and have a good day now. Wait, don't have a good day. Have a great day.